lead.
CBS's Charlie Daggett in Birmingham, England. On Wall Street, the Dow up about 127 points, the Nasdaq's gained at 33, and oil at 91.76 a barrel. This is CBS News.
This is the Ross and Burbank Show with Dave Ross and Luke Burbank on Cairo Radio.
You know what trolls are, right? They don't just lurk under bridges anymore. They lurk somewhere in your computer writing catty remarks about some of your cleverest comments.
Yeah, when you read the comment section of just about any well-trafficked website, you will see the evidence of trolls. You will see people who take a video about kittens on YouTube and somehow turn it into a bunch of homophobic slurs about Barack Obama. They're the people who seem to take the huge. I mean,
I'm gonna turn this off for right now. Enough news. So I figured I'd just do a video for everybody. Let everybody know what's going on. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to go to work here in a couple hours. Steve was wanting something. Aren't you, Steve-O? Let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at old Steve-O here. What's old Steve-O doing? Huh? You want a treat, buddy? All the dogs get a treat. So I'm just finishing up cleaning here, and I'm just going to do a little dry hopping. I don't know if you've got any equipment going yet or not, Randy, if you've ordered any stuff or if you've even thought into home brewing a little more. I figured I'd do a video here for you and let you know what I got going on. So let's check it out, the next step. Okay, so I got my fermenter up here. Look at this little shit. What does he think he's doing up there? You got one dog lavishing in the chair. You got the other one eating whatever's on there. I tell you, these guys, man. What are you doing up there? Now look. Let me in. Let me in, please. Let me in. Car horn. Car horn. Birdies? Birdies. There's birdies up in the apple tree. There's the birdies up in the apple tree. Get 'em, huh, Daisy? Let me in. Let me in. Hopper, you get to stay outside. You got a big fur coat. Alright, enough of those shenanigans. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just got my carboy in here. I'm going to rinse it off. Just so if there's any dust or whatever in it. Just with water, warm water. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill it with not so much warm water, lukewarm. Lukewarm, that's a funny one. So I'm just going to put a little water in there, and then I'll do my sanitizer, show you how it's done. We're going to transfer my IPA. I just made a basic IPA last Wednesday. So I'm going to transfer that and dry hop it. So I got it about a quarter filled with water. So I'm going to take my Ido4 and I'm going to put just a few drops in there. About like that. Just a sip, so to speak. Okay, then I'm just going to coat the inside with that sanitizer, and you can see it's just barely tint of amber color. I know, little man, big scary stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to sanitize my airlock, my siphon tube, and my rack and cane. If the guys can see me good enough. Maybe that's a little better. Huh. Okay, you know, that's just a little bit light on sanitizer. So I'm going to hit it just a little bit again. Because there wasn't that much in there. So yeah, right about there. That's how you want the color. And that'll work. I did pick me up one of these fancy Carboy, I guess they're drainers or drying stand is what they're officially called. Works pretty good. Saves your Carboy from falling over or breaking or whatever. So what I'm going to do on my countertop though is put a couple paper towels down to lay my racking tube and such. And of course I've cleaned my counter really good with some disinfecting antibacterial kitchen cleaner. Make sure there's no germies. So what I'll do is I'll put the paper towel like this into the stand and set that there. Well, first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug up my sink and then drain this into my sink. Oh, I don't have a center deal. Be right back. Okay, there we go. Got everything in there. Now, this is kind of a tough one because you don't have enough liquid to basically get a siphon going. So the trick is just siphon it. Because I have to try to get it going like this and then get it going in the sink. There we go. Maybe just lift it up so it siphons a little better. And that's about all I need right there to coat it off. And then I'll just pull up the siphon tube. I'll throw my rack and cane in the sink. Give that a twist to get the centrifugal flow going. Drains out a lot faster. And into the drying stand. You don't really have to sanitize the drying stand because the center part is not touching the drying stand at all. It's just resting in there on the base. Make sure that's all sanitized. You want to dry that. Okay. Got our airlock. Okay, so one thing you can do is you can wipe your package with, you know, some of the drain sanitizer from the Carboy. So now you're going to cut that open, which I don't know where my good scissors are. I'll just use an X-Acto knife. This is 1 ounce of homegrown Cascade, and then you want to just start adding it in. Okay, so there you have it. That's how beer is dry hopped. So 1 ounce of Cascade in there, and we'll transfer it over. Be good to go. Now you don't have to worry about sanitizing hops at all because hops already have a kind of a preservative quality to it. Plus this beer is about 7% alcohol that I'm transferring in there. So the little bit of microbes that might be on there are going to be killed with at 7%. That's why IPAs are great for dry hopping. So I just pulled open the top after washing my hands, of course. Check out this beer, man. Well, I don't really want to touch the camera stuff at all, so I'm going to get this started at least with my hose, because after I wash my hands I really don't want to even touch anything, and it's probably overkill. But what I'll do is I'll take the end that I'm going to siphon from and I'll kind of just dunk that into the Carboy so that it's not swinging around touching anything, and then I'll carefully twist this onto the racking cane. If you heat it up with hot water, it works a little better, but after I've sanitized it, I really don't want to. Then I'll just pull this back out when I got it on. Lower it in very slowly. And then I'll just hit it and siphon it. And then you want to get it right to the bottom as quick as possible. There, now I can show you what's going on here. See, I want to try to avoid any splashing. You don't want it to be splashing in the bottom for pick up as least amount of oxygen as possible. As you can see, I'm wearing my slippers and my sweatpants because it's pre-work stuff. So now you just wait and fill that up on top of those hops, and then you airlock it up, and that's all there is to it. Then you clean up your sanitizing bucket, you soak it in your sodium carbonate overnight, all your baddies come off, and you're done. So hopefully this was an informative video for you guys, and just figured I'd show you, Randy, what's going on. Hopefully you're getting your stuff going, you're brewing stuff. If you need any help, let me know. I could give you a rundown on just the basics to order to get started, and you can get going here as soon as you wanted. And also I would send you some hops too if you wanted to try doing a boiled hop beer with homemade hops. Give you some recipes, whatever you need. If you need some help, let me know. So I'll catch you later. So anyways, Rand, here's how I do it. I use the sodium carbonate, which is the super grunge remover. That's the stuff you want right there. I don't know if you can see that very good. I put in the tablespoon per gallon, so it's a 6-gallon fermenter, 6 tablespoons. Fill it all the way up with steaming hot water to the very top. And then I get, so the top has got some of the solution on it. And let it soak overnight. I know that Debbie wouldn't appreciate it being in the sink all night, but it's going to have to stay there. So that's part of brewing beer. Right on. I gotta wind up my flashlight and I'll show you the dry hopping in process. So here's my 2 carboys. I've got the Dorfentine Pale Ale in there. I've got the IPA, which I just transferred in there. Both are dry hopping. So you can, I don't know if you can tell or not, but those hops are a little bit browner. They've been in there about 10 days. Those ones were put in just a few minutes ago. So what I usually like to do, let me pull this back a little bit, is I like to go in there and kind of give it a swirl. It's airlocked up. You're not going to get no oxygen in there. That way you get the hops going. These are nugget hops in this one. You can see down in there all the leaves are broken apart. It's getting great contact with the beer. It's very clear in the second one. I don't know if you can see it too good or not now, but try to zoom in on that. But yeah, good stuff. So there's 10 gallons of beer, pretty much ready to go. That one is ready to bottle, the Dorfentine, the IPA, transferred today. So we'll give that about a week or 2 in there and bottle them up.